Hello, this is Scholar Strife doing some math today in geometry. We're going to be looking at special quadrilaterals. And we have trapezoids, kites, parallelograms, rectangles, rhombuses, squares. Um, and each of them have their own little properties. Know that parallelograms and rectangles, opposite sides are congruent. Rhombuses and squares, all sides are congruent. So what is the most specific name for the quadrilateral ABCD? So we know that all four sides are congruent, but we don't know if all the opposite sides are parallel or they have right angles. So this is just a rhombus. It looks like a square, but we don't know if it's a square because we don't know if there are any right angles. We don't know if there are right angles. I mean, they look like right angles. These kind of look like right angles. And they probably are, but since we can't assume that from the picture. Checkpoint 1. Quadrilateral JKLM has both pairs, so both pairs of opposite angles are congruent. What types of quadrilaterals meet this condition? Any parallelogram. Example 2. Is there enough information to classify the quadrilateral as an isosceles trapezoid? Explain. So for it to be an isosceles trapezoid, we need the base angles to be congruent. And let's go make sure, because if we add all the angles up in a quadrilateral, we get 360. So angle J needs to be 78 degrees. So we'll get 282 plus angle J equals 360. So angle J is indeed 78. So that means these match. So base angles match, that's good. And consecutive angles add up to 180 degrees. So yes, this is an isosceles trapezoid. What is the most specific name for this quadrilateral QRST? So we know that consecutive sides are the same, but not the opposite sides. So this would be a kite. So opposite sides are not congruent, but there are two sets of consecutive sides that are. So for this section, it's all about remembering basically all the previous sections. Know what a square is, know what a rhombus is, what's a rectangle, parallelogram, a kite, a trapezoid. Know all their different properties and what distinguishes them from the others. There's a reason why we call rectangles rectangles and squares squares, rhombuses rhombuses. Lastly, what is the most specific name for the quadrilateral BCDE? So we have 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. So if we add them together, we'll get 270, subtract them from 360, and we'll get another 90 degrees. So we have 4 right angles, and that's all they give us. So it's a rectangle. Because rectangles have 4 right angles. It's a four-sided, it's a quadrilateral, four sides. And a rectangle has four right angles. Alright, hopefully this helps you out. Have a good day.